And the most recent pandemic has really focused us on the loss of our critical third parties, the loss of our business processing locations, and the loss of personnel.
So tell us what worked and what you had to do on the fly.
For us, whenever we have any type of resiliency challenge, we always take a look at it through 5 different lenses. So the first, are we looking at a loss of compute? Are we looking at a loss of telephony? Are we looking at a loss of a critical third party? Is it a loss of a business, or is it a data processing location, or is it a data holding location? And then finally, the 5th one is, what if it's a loss of personnel? So we've been very focused on trying to make sure we understand what is our response in each one of these areas. And the most recent pandemic has really focused us on the loss of our critical third parties, the loss of our business processing locations, and the loss of personnel. There's also a small one around the loss of compute, because there's now a tremendous change of compute as all of our people have been moving to home.
The vast majority of our mission critical apps that are in the cloud, or even many of those that are on-prem, are access to our identity management framework with the notion of anytime, anywhere authorized access to single sign-on, multi-factor, and so on. So the large majority of people, most of the time, were able to move, from the actual office to the home office without skipping a beat. Now, obviously, being a manufacturing firm, due to regulations and so on, we have some applications and some data that's on-prem. And those we've needed to rely on our VPN infrastructure, the current one anyway. and for that, we had to make some adjustments on the fly, a couple of things, managing concurrent licenses, increasing them to a little bit, starting a training and awareness campaign with the people to make sure that, they logged out and so on. And also, ironically, providing them some trusted advice on better using their home Wi-Fi networks, how to work more effectively.
What worked well, we had an inventory of the equipment that people needed in the offices, and if you think about customer service is key for a bank. Also, how we were going to operate the branches without closing them, whether it was drive-through only, closing the lobbies, appointment only, etc. And then there is the human aspect. Bill was mentioning the loss of life. That was something that we had to put together a process on how to really self-report the cases where people was getting sick. And in the case where we had COVID positive cases, how will we turn around quickly and redesign the process, move people from one branch to the other, or even on the essential personnel that we had in the back office for processing mortgages and refinancing. How do we do that? How do we move them around?